Good evening. I'm wearing my springtime colors today. Happy spring, because we've made it. We've made it out of the winter doldrums, so here for everybody. We have a show tonight which is kind of an extension of several shows we've done previously. And what is he referring to? If you can read what's on my chest, it says Marie's Mission, okay? And this is a very, very important project that's been undergone now for about 9 years for the little folks here in Worcester, little folks in need, and who I brought on at great expense tonight, flown all the way in from Worcester, is my wife, Loiuse Motta, and she's here to, she's the executive director of the, whatever.
I'm the director of logistics and communications.
Director of logistics and communication.
It means I keep all the numbers and contacts.
She's the
number
resident
gal.
librarian for it, if you will. And we've had Louise on several times in the past to explain the status of it, how it's growing, how it's doing, and so on and so forth. And I think you'll be very, very amazed at the growth of the program. And then at the end, it'll be your turn, as they say, to join in and help, because this is something that ain't no money coming from other people other than internal people for the betterment of a lot of kids who are really in need. So with that, I will welcome my wife. Hello, thank you very much for coming on.
You're welcome.
And maybe to position it, why don't you let the viewers know what the genesis of the whole program is, why it's there, when did it start, how has it been growing, and what does it actually do?
Well, Marie's Mission actually began as a planned diaper ministry through St. Michael's on the Heights Episcopal Church and the bishop of Western Mass. And they decided, our group decided, the church decided that they wanted to do a diaper ministry. And in the midst of this, our daughter, Sarah Galvin, was expecting her third child. As it happened, on August 10th of 2014, our granddaughter, Marie, was stillborn. And after this, the church came to my daughter and said they wanted to name this diaper ministry after Marie, her daughter. And she said, yes, you can do that, but if you do, I want to be in charge. I want to run it, which is sort of Sarah's MO. Anyway, so we began this diaper ministry with the idea that we would give diapers out to children in need. A couple of things. Marie's Mission has, from the beginning, and continues to be, an all-volunteer operation. We have people who are involved in the church, and then we have a lot of people from outside the church, and we've become sort of our own separate lay-run project. And we began, like I said, in March of 2015, and at our first distribution, we gave out 1 package of diapers. At that time, we were giving out 30. To put this in perspective, we had a distribution on March 16th, this Saturday, in which we gave out at our location on Burncoat Street 222 packages. So, and we were serving 120 returning families, plus we added 21 new families. So you can see the growth in this.
Now, when you say a package, so people understand, what is a package, what does it contain?
A package contains, we have 2 separate things. A package of diapers contains 50 diapers and a package of wipes. The wipes have 75 wipes in the package. So you get 50 diapers and a package of wipes. We also give out pull-ups, which are training pants. And that's something a lot of diaper banks don't do because they are much more expensive than diapers. But we do give out a package of, if we give out pull-ups, there are 30 pull-ups and a package of wipes in a package. And we have a distinctive purple package that we give them out. As you see, purple's our color. And
These things do not come pre-packaged, so to speak.
no, we package them.
All the, I'll call it the raw material comes in. You get the diapers themselves, obviously they come in cartons. A couple times we've actually had pallets full that have come in. And when we have our, what we call our packaging nights, we have a whole bunch of people that come down and take the diapers, put them into these little purple bags along with the wipes.
Label them.
And they're labeled and so on and so forth, and it's all done by size.
Well, yeah, what we do is we have something we've started, as a lot of different organizations and groups, we've sort of ramped up again and repositioned, I guess, how we do things post-COVID. We're very proud of the fact that we never stopped during COVID. We continued to package and to distribute during COVID. Now, in a post-COVID, we've gone back to a little different way of doing our packaging and such. On the second Wednesday of every month, our Burncoat Street group, our St. Michael's group, we have what we call a pack and potluck, and we have all different people come in, volunteers, and we pack our diapers. So that is the bulk of the packaging that we do. We do have, and we have started, and I didn't really mention that yet, a second location, which is located at St. Mark's Church, which is at the corner of Freeland and Main Street in downtown Worcester. And they have grown rapidly over the last 3 years. And they, this month, served 73 families and gave out 121 packages. So you see, we, as a combined group, in March, just March, we gave out 343 packages, which between the pull-ups and the diapers kind of averaged out to about 15,000 diapers. And as I said, I'm the numbers gal with this, in tracking this. And I will tell you that just roughly, diapers, and if you've tried to purchase diapers in the last year or so, have become very expensive. And the larger the size of diapers, if you're buying them retail, the more expensive they become. Or you can come up to what is now a size 6 or a size 7 diaper, be paying, close to 30 cents a diaper. So,
now, just to put that in perspective, as she mentioned earlier, let's say you're giving out a package of 50 diapers. You might say, that's not bad, that's 50, okay. How long do you think 50 diapers will last with a child? Maybe, if you're real lucky, a week?
Maybe. What the standard isn't something that we kind of randomly came up with, though. We are part of something called the National Diaper Bank Network. And as one of their studies, they tried to calculate what people need. And what happens with diapers, and we had said before, diapers aren't covered under any of the, the social safety net programs. So there's something that they're not covered under food stamps or WIC
And
or any of
how does
those.
that impact people who don't have access to quote-unquote free diapers?
Well, what happens is that children remain in wet or dirty diapers much longer than they should. They can end up with, you know, simply a diaper rash or even an infection like a staph or something. And also, if you've ever experienced a wet, uncomfortable baby crying, it can cause disruption in the home. And they do say that it does lead to and can lead to issues in, you know, even in child abuse with children that are in a situation like this. Also, it prevents people from, women particularly, from going to work because if you're going to place a child in any kind of daycare, an infant, or baby in daycare, they have to have diapers. They have to have disposable diapers, and there's many people in this situation at this income level report missing work because of a lack of diapers and being unable to provide adequate diapers, or having to make, if you have to make decisions about what you're going to provide for your family, and are you going to feed them or diaper a child? It becomes a difficult choice. So, and as I said, nothing, these are not covered by any social safety net program. So,
Loiuse, how does a person become eligible for these?
well, one thing we don't do, and I keep coming back to this and saying we are an all-volunteer organization. So what we've tried to do, and we're a part of a larger network that gives us a kind of guidelines and plans. What we have done is we will accept anyone who has on Mass Health or WIC, which is women and infants and children, and people that are referred by an agency, be they in a shelter or some sort of situation like that. That way, these things like Mass Health or WIC or whatever agency has already done sort of a pre-qualification income-wise. So we don't do anything in addition to that. What we do is the first time someone comes in, we ask a few simple questions. We do a first name. We ask a zip code because we have two different locations and we try to refer people to one or the other. They can only go to one location a month, and we do track that. But, if someone comes to our location and they live in the zip code next to the Freeland Street location, I will say, we do have a separate distribution on the first Sunday of the month on Freeland Street, if that would be more convenient for you. So anyway, we take the zip code. We, of course, ask them how many children they have. And the ages, or actually we ask the month and year that the child was born. So we can kind of track ages, because we discovered early on, if we have people that come in and they say, how old is your child? And they're 2, and they've been coming for a year. Or sometimes it's gee, you have a newborn. Well, they've been coming for 3 years. They're now a toddler. Anyway, so that's why we do that. And then we ask them how they heard about us. And that's usually, and we find almost always word of mouth, friend. That's probably 75% of the people that come, even though, we try and get the word out in other ways, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then we ask them if they have a Mass Health or a WIC card or a referral from an agency. And that's an either or. They don't, if they have the Mass Health or the WIC card, we're all good. And that's it. We assign them a number. We have a little card that we print out. We give them a number. And then the next time they come in, they don't have to go through that process again. They just come up and say, I'm number 208, and I'll say, well, says here you have, one child in diapers, and then we give them a little ticket with a 1 on it, and they can go over and get their package of diapers.
And it's pretty smooth and pretty
Yeah.
efficient. The conversation so far has focused on diapers and diaper distribution and so on and so forth. But it's actually expanded to include other services and so on and so forth. Share with us.
Well,
what
one of
that
the things,
includes.
a couple of things. One thing just sort of kind of grew up on its between the people who come in our group was clothing. And we have sort of a clothing exchange where we have clothing for, infants and toddlers, and people will return, buy, donate things, and then we have like a little bag that they can select some items and each month. And then we oftentimes have people who come back later and bring things that, gently used clothing. And
all of these things are washed and
oh,
cleaned and
yeah,
everything.
as
So
you well know, since you
Since
watched
I've
many
done
of them
them.
yourself. As I say, we're an all-volunteer group on a shoestring, so we do a lot of these things on our own. But yes, but we also have, and this is part of the National Diaper Bank Network, we have a literacy program, and which is reading for infants and toddlers to get them sort of in that mode of reading, and how very important it is to read to a young child, and how that gets them in the mode of reading and learning to read and wanting to read. So we distributed, and like last month we gave out 45 packages to toddlers, which were reading little books. We give them books. We give them a little writing pad, little pencils. We have Marie's Mission pencils. And we also hand out some material on the importance of reading. And a lot of this, it becomes a big issue, too, because a lot of the children we have, their parents are not native English speakers, and the children are learning English also as they grow up, and hopefully to easily assimilate into the school and learning, and how this can help sort of end this cycle too of poverty and need as children learn to read and go to school. So it's a very important aspect of our program.
We also
And I said
have
we
as
give
part-
out, I said say that 45
Yeah.
books this last month.
We also have some really, really nice contributions
Mm-hmm.
by the Mass Dental Association.
Well, no, let's first,
I'm
we do
sorry.
get books we have through Parent Plus, which is Head Start. I wanted to explain that we do connect with them.
Yeah.
And yes, also, we have done toothbrushes, toothpaste, and some information on dental health and dental health for infants and toddlers. We did have the Forsyth School of Dental Health, which is part of the Mass College of Pharmacology and Health Science. We had a group come in from that group, and we also have a group of UMass students who got their own grant to come in and provide resources for toothpaste, toothbrushes, and things, and dental health for children.
What I'm getting at, it's not a diaper giveaway. They come in, take the diapers, and take off. We all volunteer, of course. We also have, snacks and little drinks and cookies and whatever given out as well. And Father David, who's a good guy, he's always involved with every one of these distributions. And what he does, he has a direct connection with both the kids and the families. And it's not a hook to try to get people to come in and be, good Christians, whatever, and join his church. That's not the gig at all. It's an outreach program, and it's non-ecumenical, I guess you
Yeah,
might say.
there's no religious, requirement or anything for this. This is just, we're open to everybody. And like I said, we have a lot of volunteers that are from outside of the, like I said, we have a group of UMass medical students. There's a house, the Burncoat House, which is a first-year group of first-year medical students. Every year there's another group, obviously, first-year medical students at the Burncoat House, and we are their legacy project. And so every year we have someone new who represents the group, and they come in and work, with the mission. They help with the packing, they help with the distribution, and they usually do some sort of a program at our distribution, be it dental health, be it something on cold weather, or when children in that situation, they do things on in the summer that we'll do something on water safety, and in the months of June and July, we give out a few swimmy diapers so that the children can go to the local spray parks or pools, and we give a list of places they can go. We try to do things that support healthy childhood development. That's what we are part of. That's what we want to do.
The thing that I find fascinating is that the people who are the volunteers, when they come either for what we call the packing nights, where these units are all assembled for everybody, and or when we actually have the distributions, they kind of get into this because they see the benefit of it, and they see the vibe that's there with the kids, with the parents, and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of synergy there, and it's a very, very positive thing. In a strange way, she shared these incredible growth numbers. If this was a business, we'd be in Fat City, but it's not a business. There's not a dime that we're making. And the reality of it is, unfortunately, folks, business is good. It's real good. And part of it is that there's a lot of networking that goes on where people will say, hey, we know about this Marie's Mission thing, and it can help you. And they tell their friends or whatever to come down and get involved. And also because of the influx of so many new folks in the area who are in dire need, they're involved with this through social services and that sort of thing as well. In fact, initially when this whole program started, probably 90% of everybody that came in was English speaking, either as a first and or a second language. Now it's changed. We still have that, but we also have...
We have a large group of people from Ghana, though they tend to be, a lot of them, English, very good English as a second language. We are getting an influx of people from Afghanistan in need of translation. We're recently getting some Haitian, and we have absolutely nobody that can speak Creole. And anybody out there who speaks Haitian Creole, we could really use some help. Also, we have a lot of Spanish speaking, and we're getting a large number of Brazilians recently. So Portuguese speakers. Yeah. That's something that our volunteer group could use. We do have one of our med students who is quite fluent in Spanish, and will speak.
He can fake a little Portuguese.
He can fake a little Portuguese too. He does okay. But yes, we're kind of in need of some help with that. Actually, we can always use help, use hands. As we say, time, talent, and treasure. And that is what people can give, and to something like this. So I'm going to take this last couple minutes to pitch that. We talked about the cost of diapers. If we are able to, as an organization, purchase diapers through the National Diaper Bank Network, we can purchase diapers at all sizes, not pull-ups, but all sizes of diapers at 15 cents a diaper, which is a huge savings. But we have to buy them at least 2 pallets at a time. And a pallet of diapers runs around $1,000. So you can see the expense. And
And the point is, this is all self-funded.
yes,
It's all funded by contributions.
we have some small grants we've gotten, and we, of course, are always applying for them. Also, right now, and heaven knows where it's going to go, there are 2 bills before the State House, in the State House. One before the House itself, H. 149, and it's Senate Bill 104, about funding for diaper banks. But these things, this has been going on a long time. We don't know when, if or when, we'll see anything. But we are involved in an effort with the legislature to trying to get this moving. It's fitting in Ways and Means at this point. We'll see what happens. But for now, we need every little bit we can get. And we have, over the years, and I say I track a lot, our expenses and our contributions. A good 60% of our money is through small private contributions. So if you feel moved to come and join one of our packing nights, like I said, it's the second Wednesday of every month at Tatro Hall, which is behind St. Michael's Church, 340 Burncoat Street, from 5:30 to 7:30. And we have a lot of fun, and we have some good food, and a great sense of sharing. We also have our distribution. There's 2 of them. As I said, there's one the first Saturday of the month at St. Mark's, Freeland Street, and the second at St. Michael's, Tatro Hall, on the 3rd Saturday of the month.
And the bottom line, if they want to contribute money, how do they do it?
You can go to our Facebook page, Marie's Mission Diaper Outreach Program, and we have a QR code there, or you can donate to our PayPal page. And also, you can reach me at 774-243-0476.
So much to say in such little time. Folks, that's the program. It's great. I see it. There's no benefit to us other than it gives us an opportunity to help people who really need help. And it's ongoing. It's not a one-time shot. And if you can help in any way, either by showing up or by kicking some bucks in, this would be much, much appreciated. Okay? I thank you for joining us once again, giving us an update on a great program. I thank you, the viewer, for watching this, and I appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you again after Easter. Thank you. Some other good shows planned right now. Thank you again for watching. Good night.